Hey guys, how we doing? So it's Crypto Insight UK here, back with another TA video for you. So what we're going to do is jump straight into Bitcoin on the daily. If we recap, as I said the whole time, I thought we'd bottom out around 30,000 for Bitcoin, which looks to be ringing true at the minute. If you're in my TA chat, you would have seen it on this day here that I said I thought we were going to break out or around this area. The reason for this is because there are long wicks to the bottom and not very many wicks on top. That means that there are a lot of buy orders in below here, and this is why I thought the price wouldn't drop any lower than it has. This means a lot of people are looking to scoop up Bitcoin at around this sort of price, and the selling pressure was starting to wear off. So as the volume dropped also, that does signal that we could be looking for a breakout because the bears are losing momentum. I never thought we would come to the 25 to 20,000 in this period. I think there will be a day when we break back down there, but I don't think we're at that point yet. So what are we trying to do with Bitcoin? Well, I think we're trying to recapture the 250-day moving averages. And you can see this by this sort of, I said we would trade sideways, this choppy pattern to the side. I said this was what would happen. We would consolidate and look for a move back up. So what are we looking to happen in the short term? Let's get in on the hourly and have a look. So what you can see, we've had this breakout pattern. We've broke out, we've had a bullish cross on the 50-day to 200-day moving averages. We're up to the 40,000 mark. And instead of rejecting that and coming back down low, which is what we've seen in the past when it's been trying to break out, so here, bang, up and down. Here, we broke up, come down. Here, we came up, tested it, came down. We've actually consolidated for quite a while around the 40,000 mark. So what are we waiting for? Some extra volume, extra momentum to push back through. As you can see, the big spikes in volume are mainly green, which is positive for the market. Or the 50-day to catch up and provide support and a bit of a cushion to bounce us up out of this area. If we go to the 4 hourly, you can see a bit of a bullish pennant is forming. This bullish pennant is starting here and ending and here, sorry. And where would a price target be for a breakout from this bullish pennant? If we have a look at that, we would be looking up towards 42,000, which I think is a very key level for Bitcoin. I've said this for quite a long time that 42,000 is a level that I would like to reclaim, and as you can see, excuse me, this level would take us. That's not very accurate. I don't know why that's drawn it like that. Anyway, this level would take us to above the 50-day moving average, or just around the 50-day moving average in general. So what we could then see is a consolidation between the 50 and 200-day moving average on the daily, and then a breakout above that. And I would really like to see a target of $46,500 for Bitcoin. Once we get above this 46,500 mark, I do think it's going to be a slow grind, guys. Unless we get some real big catalyst of news, I do think we're going to slowly grind up and out of this area. So let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum never lost the 200-day. It wicked below it once, but it basically used it as support. It's then been also trying to recapture the 50-day, so that's what I'll be looking for Ethereum also. As you can see, these consolidation waves are getting slightly smaller, so we could be looking for a breakout like that, or essentially, like I think will probably happen with the market, we may just grind slowly out of this area. So either one of those is what I think may happen with Ethereum there. I personally don't think we're going to come down any further, but there is always the chance that we hit our head on the 50-day and come down and test the 200-day again before we grind out of this area. But personally, I don't think that's going to happen. Let's have a look into XRP. We'll go onto my clean chart to start with, or my more clean chart. Again, XRP hasn't really lost the 200-day. It's been consolidating on it recently, so what we're looking for is some big green volumes. So we've got some big green spikes like here and here, to take us up and bounce us off this and get us back up above that 50-day. So, what do I think is going to happen for XRP if we go into the hourly? What you can see is we've basically just moved flat for quite a while. We tested the $1.10, rejected that, and then we've come down and used this 83 cent or 81 cent mark as support. We bounced off it and now we're consolidating. And if you see the 50 and 200-day moving average, they look like they're about to cross bullish. The last time that happened was here. It was kind of a fake out, but the time before when that happened was here, take us up to here. But a proper time when we had a big consolidation and then a bullish cross would take us all the way from down here up to this very peak up here, or here if you would like to see where it crossed bearish again. But for that movement, we're from 46 cent to $1.50. So that's like a 200% move. So what would a 200% move take us to from where we are now? Take us to about $2.20. So that would be a fair price target to assume if this is actually not a fake bullish cross. This is something that I'm very positive about. You can also see that in the past here we've got loads of red wicks on the volume or red volume spikes, and here it seems to be more green are the bigger ones, which makes it look like we are going to have some positive momentum. I also think we are in for a push up to around this area, 120, just off organic movement. And if we break, I think we will retest this 150 on this downward trend line. And if we break that, we break out of this wedge pattern that I've drawn in, where could we be looking to head? We'd be looking up to the $2.70, $2.60 mark, which does kind of go in line with the last time we had a bullish cross on the 1 hourly moving averages. So what else am I looking for with XRP? Well, as the market sentiment is massively negative, especially with the SEC getting an extension on their case, I always think this leads to the opposite of what everyone thinks is going to happen. In the market in general now, retail investors think they're going to be able to sell out of XRP and buy it at a lower price because it's not going to go anywhere. If you've been in crypto for a while, you will know that crypto never does what you think it should. And this makes me massively bullish because I personally now think we're going to have a breakout. It's another factor for me that thinks we're going to lead towards a breakout. What else we've got to remember about the SEC case is I've always said that it's been a multiplier for price. So if I said about 400%, and I say that from the research I've done with EOS and Kin token, both of those tokens broke out about 400% after the settlement with the SEC. And that's a conservative estimate for me. There's a lot more eyes on XRP than there were on EOS and Kin. So if we were to break out from this price and we had a settlement at 88 cents, then we would only make up to, say, $4, just for ease of maths. But if we get up to the 260 mark and we have a 400% move from there, we're looking at $10 to $12.50. So as much as everyone thinks that it's actually a negative short term, in my opinion, it's a positive. The multiplier effect is much better from 250 than it is from 88 cents. And that's something that I definitely bear in mind. One thing I will say is, do not write XRP off in this bull run. I personally believe it's going to do exactly the same as it did for the last two bull runs, which is move last, move fast, make the most percentage gains in the shortest period of time. My price targets are between $10 and $13, just off speculation or just off the settlement of the SEC case alone. And then you've got the extra factors of any partnerships to come out, relist on the exchanges, and everything else that goes with XRP and the future. So we could have a utility bull run off the end of this speculative bull run. Have a look at my recent TikTok and pause it at the end to see my article about XRP and my speculative prices. I think you'd be very interested in that if you do like XRP itself. As I said, guys, do not write XRP off from this bull run. With that being said, peace up, A-Town down, and I'll see you on the next one. Check the YouTube links below if you need any help with cryptocurrency at all. Peace out, guys.